Okay. My name is Mr. Mize. I teach electrical technology at Epcot. I'm here with Will Sanders. He's a student from Skyline. He's a senior this year. And this is the project he did simulating an overhead crane. Just a brief overview if you're not familiar with what I mean with overhead crane. In an industrial plant, every plant in our area is going to have an industrial overhead crane with three components: a bridge, a trolley, and a hoist. The bridge will travel the length of the plant on rails. The trolley will travel across the bridge, and a hoist obviously will raise and lower your load. And so right here, Will has simulated an overhead crane. In his panel, he's used variable frequency drives where he can have more control over his ramp up, ramp down time. He's programmed his trip limits, his amperage limit. He has complete control over the operation, the top speed, and all the acceleration of his motors. He'll control how fast it goes from 0 to 60 and from 60 back down to 0. He has changed his voltage 3 times in his panel. He started with 208 3-phase, stepped it down to 120 single phase, and then he stepped it down again to 24 volts DC. The thing that I would like for everyone to notice inside his cabinet, will you open that one, is the neatness that he's just done an extremely neat job in his panel, and that is important, and it's worth pointing out. I feel like if Will can demonstrate and be able to show people the quality of work that he did and the complexity of his project, he'll get the attention of someone to show what he is capable of doing. I'm going to give this to Will. He's got it to where he can run it off of a pendant or off of a remote. And I'll let Will explain why.
Like I said, I have 2 different types of, or ways that I can operate this. Right here I have a pendant. Let me turn the fire on. And we've got it in pendant right now. I've pulled out my emergency stop. I'm going to enable the circuit. And this motor down here is going to run forward when I press this push button. And it's set at 60 hertz right now. We can turn it. Turning this knob right here, you can tell that motor's just barely spinning down here. I'm going to stop it, run it in reverse, speed it back up. It's the same thing with each. That's simulating my hoist. This one right here is simulating my bridge. Right now it's running in the forward position, now in the reverse position, and my trolley, forward position, reverse position. Now I can also switch this selector switch that I have over here to a remote position, turn on my remote. And I can do the same operations that I just had. There we go. That I just had with my pendant on this remote. Now that's running forward, and then reverse. My trolley is running forward, running in reverse, and my bridge running forward, running in reverse. Now I've also used an auxiliary contact on this remote to wire in a flashing light in case someone's in the way of the crane and you need to get their attention. The flashing light's a good way to do it. So this project took me about 3 weeks because I had to wait on different components to come in. Like the remote took a little while to get in.
What's the benefit of the remote?
The benefit of the remote would be if you had a pendant, which this is just simulating pendant. It would actually be about this size, but it would have a cord running to whatever you were, the crane that you were trying to power. Say there was obstacles in your way that If you had the pendant, you would have to walk along with that crane, and there's trip hazards and everything along with that. With the remote, you can stand 20, 30 feet away with this remote right here doing the same operations without the trip hazards and everything that goes along with that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.